We just got on our Viking ferry to go to Helsinki tonight.
Don't worry guys, I know it seems like we just got to Sweden. We are just doing a one-day kind of round trip over to Helsinki. So it'll be tonight, we'll be on the water, we'll spend tomorrow in Helsinki, and then tomorrow night we will be headed back over here. And then we'll have a few more days to explore the rest of Stockholm.
So we decided that when we came over here we wanted to do more than just see Stockholm. And there are a lot of cities that are nearby. We also considered going to Tallinn, but Helsinki seemed like a city that we could kind of do in one day, which made it a little bit better to go to Helsinki from Stockholm while we're over here.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool that they have these, there's a few different ferry lines that do these kind of overnight trips, so it really cut down on how much time we're spending traveling, since we're going to be sleeping most of the time we're on here anyway.
Right, and it was kind of nice to be able to book everything ahead of time. So we booked our food for the night, breakfast, everything for the next day, and we're able to book our trip all in one sitting. So that we had 2 nights worth of everything covered, which was very nice for us.
Yeah, but right now I think we're just gonna kind of look at the beautiful. We have a wonderful view of the city of Stockholm from up here. The dock is kind of situated right overlooking all of the city and kind of all the boats sitting along the shores. It's really nice. They call Stockholm Venice of the North, and when you walk around you can really see why. There's just waterways everywhere, there's boats, and it's definitely of the north. It's been
It's really
cold
cold.
and windy the whole time we've been here. Today is probably the first time we've seen a lot of sun, which is nice, but the wind is just howling. So we just left Stockholm not too long ago. Before we get out to the Baltic Sea, we have to go through the Stockholm Archipelago, which has so far been absolutely breathtaking. It's so natural and peaceful out here. So Stockholm, basically between Stockholm and the sea, is an archipelago of around 25,000 islands. And each one of them, I mean, we're not seeing all of them, obviously, but a lot of them are inhabited by at least a few people, so they all have these small little villages on them, or these little houses, and so we've just been seeing all these small little cottages in these really wooded, kind of rocky coastal islands, and oh, I could really imagine spending a summer out here. It's so nice.
There's a TV, which I'm actually surprised about. This is our closet, which is not a closet. And the bathroom. I'm glad that we have our own room with our own bathroom. I think that there might be some people that have to share on this boat with other people or have bunk beds. So I'm glad that we at least have a bed and a place of our own and our own bathroom.
We just got back from dinner, so on the ship you can basically choose from a buffet dinner, or there's a few other options at some specialty restaurants. We got the buffet, and boy, it was a pretty unique buffet.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure how familiar you guys are with a Scandinavian diet, but there's a lot of seafood.
Yes, a lot of cold fish dishes. There was herring in almost any way that you could imagine it. It was mustard herring, creamy dill herring, rose hip marinated, or...
Yeah, there was smoked herring and cooked different ways herring and pickled.
Yeah.
Weird. Many different ways.
Basically, any way you could ever want herring, you could find it here.
Find it, yes.
Then they also had veggies, kind of stuff you'd normally see at a buffet. Then also the meats were...
We had reindeer.
Yeah,
two different ways.
Yeah, and some Swedish meatballs, and then a pretty good dessert spread also.
Which includes cheese, which I know for Europeans is a normal thing, but for Americans it is not.
Right, we're used to seeing cheese on kind of the appetizer section of...
Or a starter.
Right, yes. That section of the buffet, not at the dessert table.
Right.
But it's nice to finish a meal with the cheese. Then dinner also included kind of all you could drink, wine and beer, along with soft drinks and things like that. It was really nice. I enjoyed it. We had nice window seats. It was a little dark though.
Yeah.
But
would be nice.
Yes,
during the
would be nice.
Day or early evening. And I will say, if you don't like dill, you're not gonna like food around here. Everything smells like dill. Most things taste like dill. So if you don't like dill, you probably don't want to eat in Scandinavia.
Yeah, even before we went to dinner, we were walking around outside on some of the upper decks and walked past a vent and went, "Ooh, that's coming from the kitchen. That's some strong dill."
Yeah, so if you don't like dill, you might have a hard time eating here.
Yeah. Then after dinner, we went and explored the ship a little bit more and found they have a giant duty-free...
just on board ship.
Yeah.
Or on board store. Right.
Had everything you could ever imagine. Come in and it's perfumes, it's clothes, chocolates, other candies.
I guess similar to a duty-free store in an airport, just, I don't know.
Yeah,
On a
but
boat.
more. There was like toys and
Yeah.
shoes and things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Tons of alcohol. And people were just loading up. They were just grabbing handfuls of chocolate and throwing them in their bags. It was nuts. But I guess that's a big thing of why some people come on these ships, on these ferries, is it's a quick weekend and they load up on a lot of cheaper things that they...
I guess.
Just a cheap way to get their booze and some of their other...
candies
essentials.
And whatever other things they like.
But I think that will kind of call it a night for today. We're really enjoying the ferry here. It's a unique experience and a pretty nice way to just travel from country to country. So we will see you guys in Helsinki in the morning, a new country of Finland that we haven't been to. So,
Good night.